Hey everybody!
What is going on, guys? It is your boy, once again, Dylan Villain, with,
Sky Wutai.
and we're coming back again with some Guild Wars 2. Today, we're gonna take Guild Wars 2, and we're kind of gonna make it like a podcast gaming thing with like some video games. In the background, we're going to be talking about Guild Wars 2, video games, anything else?
I don't know, a little bit of everything. News, what's going on, a little bit of everything. A lot of stuff going on in the world today.
Yeah. We're just going to be talking about random things while we play the game, like usual. We're going to be goofing off and doing dumb stuff. So, yeah, let's get to it. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm not.
We have my friend here that I've been playing playing Guild Wars with for like about 8 years almost now.
On the dragon right here?
Yep.
I believe he was in one of the videos before, Grandmaster Luffy. If I said his name right. Luffy?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm horrible at
He has his own YouTube channel too. We will try to link that in the video later.
Yes.
But we have a few things we need to talk about today. One, Guild Wars does have an expansion coming up. I think you've seen it in our videos a couple of times. We did a few talks about it. But we're going to do a little bit of predictions on what the new Elite specs might look like. And I've looked up a couple of things of what people think that might come into the game.
And some of them are ridiculous.
Some of them are pretty ridiculous, I'm not gonna lie.
Some of them are pretty ridiculous.
Like a dual-wielding greatsword warrior.
Which would be awesome.
We'll get to that later. We're not
Okay.
on to that just
Okay.
yet. I got a lot of things to say about that one, but
Okay.
we'll get to it.
So where are we going? Alright.
We'll just run around.
Alright. Yippee-ki-yay. We might have a special guest join us. And probably not this episode. As y'all know, like we bolt record, but probably not this installment, maybe. I don't know yet, but he might join us on the next one.
That sounds good.
My dust.
I'm keeping it a surprise from Sky here. He's one of Sky's favorite people that we talk to from time to time. Well, I usually talk to him, but I think you already know.
Yeah. But
Eat
yeah,
my dust.
we've been quite busy. I've been busy with work. And
I've got a new job and lost my new job within 2 weeks.
yeah.
Yeah, they let me go like 2 weeks in. It sucks.
I mean, if you want to talk about that and what they did, that's up to you. But
No, like, why hire somebody if you're just gonna fire them in 2 weeks?
yeah, trying to see it up.
Yep.
But
But it is what it is, man. You know, like it is what it is.
Eat my dust.
I got a couple. Well, my money's starting to run dry here, but have just running low. But funny how one guy was talking about when he gets elected, first thing he's gonna do is give us $2,000, and I haven't heard jack shit about it after he got elected. Maybe it was a lie.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've both been pretty busy with life issues.
That's kind of why, like, a lot of the series have really not been recording too much. I mean, I got free time now, so I can probably pick up the Fallout series again, and I'm trying to get TEW out as fast as possible. Whenever I have free time, I record episodes. I know I promised every Tuesdays and Thursdays, but in one of the videos, I pretty much told y'all, like, hey, it's just going to come out when it comes out now. Because as y'all know, like, we have lives outside of YouTube. You know, so...
Yeah. I mean, I think everybody does, but...
Yeah. Like, this is not... We don't get paid for this. This is not our day jobs.
Hey, wait. Another guild member has showed up.
Because if this was our day jobs, we'd be doing this every day.
I ain't gonna lie, if this is my day job, I probably would do it every day. But, I mean, it is what it is.
What you doing over here? Mystic Wolf? Who's Mystic Wolf?
I don't remember where we're going.
I don't know who that is.
Please ignore the phone calls. That randomly just appear.
Now you suffer.
They know we're recording right now.
I know, they always call around recording
Eat my
or something of
dust.
that nature.
Bastard.
I know, I only do that to you.
Alright then. So, we got a bunch of topics to talk about.
Yeah, we have a lot of things to talk about. Like I will get to it in just a second. But we'll figure out what we're gonna do. We can go ahead and get started into the what classes we suspect or what specs we.
Do you want to tell people
suspect.
why I'm laughing?
What?
I just randomly laughed at people who are listening out here for long.
Strong.
I don't know what you laughed at.
Is that why that person's calling?
Yeah.
Are you serious right now? They're fine. They're fine. They're fine.
We'll start off with what we think our elite specs are going to be, what we've looked up, what people think. Okay, starting out is the Ranger.
Now this is everything coming with the
No,
new.
this is not. This is what people think are going to come with the new expansion. As
Yeah,
the new elite
okay.
specs.
Yeah, like with the.
We
new,
have no idea actually what's coming with the new elite specs yet, or if
These
we're
are-
even getting those.
These are like the Pokemon predictions that are like, hey, Alakazam's gonna get a new evolution, and then like Alakazam doesn't get a new evolution.
Yeah, we don't really exactly know if we're getting the new elite specs. Like, we think we will because we've always gotten one. That's what we're looking forward to most in the upcoming expansion. But we're gonna start off with the Ranger. This guy, which I'm not gonna name the names because we don't know how they feel about that.
This is some guy's prediction
Yeah,
on the internet, on the Google.
they're talking about the Ranger getting rifle spec, which I can see them getting a rifle. I mean, they are a Ranger. They use ranged weapons. That's what they're proficient in. But at the same time, they're
That
not,
actually would be really cool.
I mean, I would love to see a rifle, and I can see them getting a rifle out of this.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's not a bad theory whatsoever, getting a rifle for a Ranger.
Eat my dust.
When you do think of Ranger, you think of like D&D and other things. You would think of
The jack of all trades.
yeah.
They can cast magic. They're not the best magic caster, but they can cast magic. They can heal. They can tank. They can. Like a D&D Ranger is the jack of all trades. They're not good at one thing, but they're not bad at anything.
Yeah, pretty much. I can see them. They already got a healing spec for the Ranger, which their spec they go into after Ranger is the Druid, and the other spec they go into is the trying to think what it is. It's Beastmaster or something. Hey, Luffy, want to help me out on this? What's the other class of the Ranger? That's it, right? Beastmaster. No, that don't sound right. Or Cedric. The other one.
Yeah, it's like the beast thing.
Yeah, it's where they absorb their pet.
Yeah.
And
Beastmaster.
they become one for a change.
Yeah.
The Drua was made for healing, for raids, dungeons, and so forth, but they don't really have much function between dungeons. They only really have a function in raids, really. It's only really they're required at. I think there's a few builds you can get out of a Druid through PvE, but there's not much. They're mostly used for dungeons. I mean, raids. The other one, which is the I think it's Beastmaster. I don't know. They absorb the pet, and they're more of a DPS style.
You go around the whole map finding these animals.
Yeah. They're just a little bit more of a DPS class. They just absorb the pet, so the original Ranger pets would usually die so quickly, in my opinion. And I think they kind of fixed this somewhat by allowing the new class or new spec to absorb the pet, and then they gain some of their pet skills, which is kind of good. But I would love to see a Ranger get a rifle spec. That would be kind of cool. I think.
Yeah, I agree on that one.
But they kind of predicted it would be
Refreshing.
a DPS spec, which I could see. And it would probably have value in probably open world PvP and possibly practical raids.
Kill rising.
We'll have to wait and see if that really comes true. But that is
What do you think
something
about
I can actually
PvP?
see.
You think it would rock PvP?
I don't know. I haven't been in PvP in a long time to know how the specs are actually working in PvP. Luffy would probably have more of an idea of what's going on there. But I don't know where Druid stands in PvP really. I don't think they're doing all that great, but I don't think they're doing that bad either. But in my opinion,
Urge to
I
kill
don't know where they
rising.
actually stand. But it would be cool seeing them with a rifle. Warrior. This is the one I wanted to get to because just so much I want to say about this.
Oh yeah, I think we both
The Warrior getting a dual wielding spec for great swords. This person
with
was going
great swords.
at. I cannot see that happening. Not with great swords. Never.
No.
Never see it with great swords. One, great sword is a single weapon that you can only equip for your character. It just wouldn't be possible unless they did some way where you still only can have that one great sword equipped, but when you use that spec, it changes the great sword's last 3 skills, keeps the first few, and just kind of changes it, and just gives you another great sword in your other hand, representing your other one, just both the same look. Maybe I can maybe see that, but in all reality, you will never see a dual wielding great sword look. I would
about
never see that possible. I wouldn't see anybody ever wielding a dual wielding great sword.
But wouldn't it be cool?
Now I could see Revenant.
I can see Revenant.
Because they don't
Not
have
necessarily
that weapon.
Warrior, but maybe Revenant.
Not as a
If-
dual wielding, but
if,
I can see them getting great sword.
If you do what you were talking about.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if they just got a great sword, they don't actually use great sword at all, so. Which would be really fucking nice for them just to get a great sword. I play Revenant most of the time, so I would love to see them have a great sword. I could. Now we're gonna skip down a lot because I mean this is gonna go with Warrior. Now they were saying also they hope to see a new class come into the game, which is Monk. That had a staff DPS heal spec.
Now, I know somebody, which I know this game is nothing like Dungeons & Dragons, but I know somebody who loves Monk and pretty much plays Monk on every single thing that they play. Most of the time, they usually pick Monk. And out of every time we made new characters in D&D, they're usually a paladin. I'm about to die. I died. They're usually a paladin or a monk.
Take that!
And that's Jeffro, man. I think Jeffro would be that.
Jacket.
I'll be right back. Would you like a sponsored, not sponsored Mountain Dew?
Sure. It's if I.
Yeah, I got it.
We will move on to the. Well, no. I can see Warrior becoming a monk, honestly. Because Warrior could become a monk. I can see that. Because Warrior doesn't actually technically have a staff. So technically, I could see them becoming a monk pretty easily. Because, I mean, it would kind of fit. Because monks are usually kind of warrior, but they're spiritual too. So I could see them kind of becoming one. All they would have to do is give them just a staff and change their skill lines, which would make a lot of sense. Because usually monks are warriors. Another one I could see, maybe getting a warrior becoming maybe a samurai in a way. I don't know if that would really fit with the expansion, but it would probably be okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But I could definitely see Warrior becoming a samurai. I mean, that would be kind of cool, and they could be a monk. That's where you kind of that one class should come from. We'll move on to Necromancer now. They were talking about a Necromancer getting a sword for all game modes. I don't really know how I feel about that. I don't think Necromancer even gets access to a sword at all. So, I mean, it's a possible...
I think they get daggers.
They get daggers, but an axe. And,
I can't remember.
but they don't get access to a sword. So I can see them maybe getting a sword, being more close up, with a sword and dagger or something of that nature, but I can't really think what they might get out of it. I mean, they could go to a more of a... Yeah, we have minion build in the game, but they could do an update towards a minion build. Which would be kind of cool to see.
Kill rising!
Temperature rising. I wish they would make new things. That's my one. I want new things for my goddess set. If I have to hear temperature rising one more time, I'm gonna leave it.
But
Temperature rising.
I can see them getting probably a sword, but I don't know what they would be as. Because Necromancer, I mean, they're not that bad, but I could see a Necromancer going towards a healing side. Yeah, one of our specs, we actually got Necromancer as a healing spec, but it wasn't really a healing.
That's what
It was
Block
more-
Boot Beat is.
Yeah, it was more of a,
That's what she's going into, right? Is the healing aspect of everything, I believe.
yeah, you're probably going to go that route, but
Yeah. Is what I was
you're going, but they don't really do healing, they mostly, what they call healing is putting a shield on you.
doing.
The same thing with what Luffy is over here, he's a elementalist, but his abilities, he puts a shield on himself constantly during combat. But the Necromancer
Whoa.
does it for everybody. So I can see them getting more of a healing side.
And he
because
has,
they don't really have it.
he has a sword and a dagger.
Yeah, he's an elementalist. So let's move on to Revenant, which is my favorite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Luffy is a Weaver right now. That's his spec that he's in. He's an elementalist that changed to a Weaver, which allows you to get access to a sword.
To kill rising.
He's able to attune to 2 different elements at one time. So you go fire, ice, fire, earth.
He's the Avatar.
Yeah, pretty much. He's that one.
He's Yang. Well, no, he's Korra because he's a girl.
But,
He is a she, and she is a he.
we will move to Revenant. This person was talking about giving Revenant a spear and shield. One, that doesn't make no sense because like, spears are underwater weapons. Doesn't make sense whatsoever. Not to mention, they can't use shield unless they're in their Herald form. Their Herald spec, which gives them access to offhand shield. So that doesn't make much sense either because you'd be dual specking at that point. So let's talk about what's realistic that the Revenant can actually get.
To kill
Which we talked
rising.
about Warrior. I can see them getting a great sword. They don't have access to great sword.
Love it.
I would love to see them.
Love
get
this.
great sword.
That would be
They are
awesome.
the only warrior class without a great sword. And I would love to see them do this. And technically, I guess they could be samurai too, but I mean, it wouldn't fit their playstyle because they attune to legends.
Oh, you already talked about the monk. So, I was out of the room when you were talking about monks. So, yeah. I made the... Jeffro loves monks, man.
But Revenant, I would love to see them great sword. I don't know what their class would be technically called. You could call them the Dark Knight for all I know. Because, I mean, they can spec it to more of a Condi build, I guess you could say. They go great sword. They could go into like a Condi type thing. Using bleeds and torment and a whole bunch of other things. Because it would kind of fit, because their Revenants are kind of darker in nature. So, and they cast legends, so forth. It's actually what I played, is a Revenant, so. But I would love to see them get great sword. It would be kind of cool to see. Now, we'll move on to Thief. They were talking about Thief getting a longbow, Condi spec. I can see them getting a longbow. They already have access to short bow. They've also got
And a
rifles with
longbow
their spec.
would make them even deadlier.
Yeah, with the Deadeye, they got the rifle.
Oh, yes.
With the trying to think the other one's called.
What happened to our buddy? Because our buddy just died. So,
Yeah, I don't know where he went to.
oh man,
But,
I gotta go find him. I'm gonna feel responsible.
What was the other class that came with Thief? Why can't I think of it? It's Deadeye and Livy, help me out here. Daredevil. Yeah, that was what it is. Daredevil got access to a staff. Which they
That
already
doesn't
kind
make
of feel
sense.
monkey to me.
That
So,
doesn't make sense. Why would a Daredevil get a staff?
I don't-
Unless like you're going for like Robin from Batman or
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They already kind of have a monk type class, which would be the Daredevil, because they use staff. They move around kind of like a monk. So I can see them
I got
more as the monk more than anything else, because they already kind of technically have one, but not really. But I can see them getting a longbow. But I could also see them getting a greatsword too, because greatsword kind of fit them. Thieves, ninja, using a katana, pulling off of your bag, maybe, because they don't have access to a greatsword either. I can see them getting a greatsword too, just for the fact to be more up front, because they already have a lot of range You know what I mean? They have short
Yeah.
bow.
They got a lot of range stuff.
They have rifle for another spec. They have close up, dagger. They also have pistols. They also have a sword. So I mean, I could see them getting a great sword or a longbow. It could go either way on that one, in my opinion. I mean, they could get an offhand weapon, but I mean, I more see them getting a great sword or a longbow as a main weapon. And I mean, Thief could go to ninja in a way. I mean, think about it. It kind of fits them more than anything else. Thief, ninja.
Getting a longer stealth bonus or something.
Yeah. I wouldn't. That's what another thing they were saying. They wanted getting a perma stealth mode with a longbow. That would not. That would kind of screw a lot of
Game over.
Because we're talking about a Thief with perma stealth. That would just be insanely overpowered.
Yeah, it would destroy PvP.
Yeah, it would just be insane overpowered in PvP. Yeah, they brought out skills that would take stealth off, but at the same time, it wouldn't technically work all that well. You wouldn't be able to activate it all the time. Not all classes technically have it. They do, but not a lot of people equip them. So I can see it. Let's move on to the next one, which is engineer. And I kind of agree with this, I guess. Yeah, I said that cut a few times, didn't I?
Yeah. Good Pikachu.
Engineer getting a Warhorn and shield-based hill spec. I can see that. It wouldn't be. I can see it working, and I should see it not working.
To kill rising.
The original specs were Scrapper and Hollow specs. Scrapper got a. Pretty sure Scrapper got a hammer, and Hollow got. What did Hollow get?
Don't ask me.
Yeah, they got.
Why did I push you?
They got some kind of weapon in there. I can't remember what it is. But both of them were kind of up front fighters. They weren't like long range or anything else. And they don't really. They have a lot of support to the characters. But I could see Engineer going in with a Warhorn. As they're going in, they were able to like one of their auto attack doing some kind of heal type thing. I could see it doing some kind of might splash all the time. I could see it doing several different things. Just going into a battle, hearing a war horn ooh, behind you. It would be really cool. It would just kind of fit. I mean, we kind of need another healer in the game for raids, and it would bring in another character class for it. I can't think of anything else that they would get. So we'll just move on to Ellie.
To kill rising.
Which is Lakers
Rising.
They were talking about getting a weaponless, spell-based power DPS spec. Now,
Whoa.
I don't know how I would feel about that, but I mean, it would be kind of cool seeing them actually like you would see an anime or something else. Actually seeing them cast a spell using their hands, glyphs coming out.
They become the Avatar.
I can see that. That would be kind of cool to see, and I would really like to play something like that. But I don't see that happening. Not at all. I can see them getting. I can see them getting maybe another scepter as offhand, a scepter as main hand. In a way, dual scepters. Blippi would like to see them get a great sword. I mean, I don't know how I feel about that one. I don't feel like that would.
The great sword.
Yeah, I mean, everybody wants a great sword because the great sword is just cool. They have a lot of detail to them. They're huge, so you can able to see them very well.
Oh yeah.
I would love to see Elementalist have a great sword, but I don't know how that would fit. I don't think it would fit with any of the new expansion coming out. which is called the End of Dragons. But I can see them doing dual scepter, or like they said, weaponless. Elementals has focus already. You can give them dual focus. Some of them look like they have like they can use like a spice at the end of them. Like, I'm sure you've seen a few. I'm sure Luffy has seen a few.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I'm sure they could do that. And instead of having no weaponless, they could have dual focuses.
Thanks for helping me, Luffy.
Just gotta do a couple of things.
Thank you.
I can see that. I also see dual scepter in each hand. Be kind of cool. We'll move on to the next one. This first one's talking about having a Mesmer with a trident.
That's underwater,
Base
though.
DPS spec. Yeah, it is underwater. That is an underwater weapon. Again, we've already come across one of those already, which was with the Revenant, which is a spear. Same thing. Tridents are underwater weapons only. I can see them getting us more. They're supposed to be changing underwater skills at some point and more update on them. Because I guess some of the stuff is content's going to have some combat capabilities. We'll have to see.
Wait, whoa. Didn't they do something to where your stingray can go in the weak? I can go underneath the water now.
The stingray, which is the
Maybe they are, man. Maybe they are. Maybe they are gonna go.
which is the skimmer.
Yeah.
The skimmer had with an update not too long ago allowed them to go underwater, and you're able to actually use a mount underwater now. It can go across water, it can go underwater, and it's faster. So instead of swimming.
Maybe that's what they're doing.
And I think that's why they were preparing, why they've also said they're going to change the underwater skills for all the classes. Give them more of an update, because they're really never got an update. Because there really isn't no underwater combat, really. There's only a few areas where you actually do underwater combat, and it's not really worth it.
They need to make a Waterworld expansion, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a great movie with that guy who played Batman.
But Mesmer, I can see them getting dual scepters. I don't know what else they would get.
They need our help.
I can't think of what else they would get. If you have any ideas what you think Mesmer could get as a new weapon?
A shotgun.
What? I don't know. I don't know about that.
How cool would that be?
I don't look at this rifle. I don't know. I don't see rifle, but I mean.
I see it. I can see it. I can see it.
I guess I would function, in my opinion, very well, but I mean, I don't know what they would make out of that as a Mesmer, but.
What?
Because I don't know what the class would be called using a rifle. I don't know what it is. But, like I said, dual scepter. It's the only thing I can see is nobody wields dual scepters, so.
Shotgun.
You really want a shotgun in the game.
Yep. Give them rifles. Give them rifles.
But I don't really know what to say about Mesmer. I don't know where they could actually go with Mesmer, honestly.
Kill rising.
Scepters.
Temperature rising.
That's all I got on that. Now, one class that I haven't seen mentioned yet is the Guardian.
Yeah, man. That turns into a firebrand or a
Yeah,
dragon.
Guardian gets Firebrand and Dragon Hunter as elite specs already.
Let me tell you. Firebrands, they're awesome. Play them. I mean, don't play them like mine. You know, mine's awesome. I love mine, but like, don't copy me. But play one because they're really fun to play. I like catching stuff on fire and doing the expression damage. Anyway, Guardian. Nothing about Guardian.
Yeah, I didn't see nothing about a Guardian. What do you think you would like to see on Guardian?
I know it's going to sound like beating a dead horse here, but as a firebrand, I really, really would like to win.
Oh. Well, you're not going to get that.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Because Greatsword's already on your class. I mean, you can use some Greatsword right now.
I want
but it
a
doesn't
great
fit your
sword.
class.
Yeah, no, I want a great sword that does condition damage. That's what I want.
That would be cool, but...
I want a flaming giant sword that I can just knock somebody in the head.
But... Luffy, you got any ideas what you think of...
And a shotgun.
Oh, your shotguns.
Yes, a shotgun.
There.
You have any
You
ideas?
must dragon love.
Really? You're gonna go with rifle too?
It's over.
Yes. Luffy's on the same page as me now. We're on the same
I
page.
mean, technically with the warrior got access to rifles. I mean, it would kind of fit if Guardian got access to a rifle. I don't know how their skills would work.
What does a firebrand have? I can't use longbow.
Well, I mean, what does Guardian not have? Guardian gets, Dragon Hunter gets longbows. The Firebrand gets access to a axe.
Yes.
Now, if we're going in unrealistic, I would love to see a Guardian get a great axe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, man.
Coming
that'd be
across
awesome.
the field with a great axe.
Leroy Jenkins stuff.
I mean, they get access
giant
to
flaming
hammer,
axe.
but just stand and walk by with a great axe in their hand instead of a great
Yeah.
sword.
I mean,
That's
just
cool.
imagine me holding a giant battle axe. Like, one axe is cool, right? One axe is cool. With my flaming hand of justice here, but, you know, of being able to hold a big giant axe and just, like, hit this son of a bitch right here and just catch it on fire.
Luffy,
Okay.
doesn't
That'd be cool.
the Guardian get access to focus too?
Yeah, that's what. Well, fire.
Pretty sure they get access to focus. That's what you're wearing right now is a focus, right?
Yeah,
Your
that's my
fist?
fire hand. Yeah.
All right. I can see them going monk too. I mean, monks are
Kill rising.
they're kind of warriors. They're kind of defenders of the peace. They're kind of.
Are you ready for this?
Everything,
You ready
I
for
can
this?
see
I
them.
was just thinking about
You
this.
got two
You were
flaming
talking
hands.
about Ninja, right?
Yeah.
Revenant. Because I was playing the story, and you know the Revenant, and he just goes pew pew, and he looks like Yoda from fucking Star Wars, and he's cutting flips and bouncing off of one enemy and one enemy. I was just like, man, I wish I could do that. And you're like, well, you can't because this guy's a story guy and blah blah blah. And I
Well,
was
you
like, this
can.
sucks.
You have this. You don't have the weapon for it, but I mean, you use sword. You're able to do a lot of flips, and if you use another one, it goes more flips. But
Yeah. What if they become like a ninja monk?
I don't know. I don't see I don't see Revenant as
A
ninja or
Jedi.
anything.
A
Right.
Jedi. Like Yoda. Like
But I can
looks like
see
Yoda.
Guardian as a monk, because I mean they're guardians of the peace. Monks don't really force a fight. You know what I mean? Monks are usually they keep the peace. So I can see them becoming a monk. You got one flaming hand. Technically, you can end up two flaming hands. Just start punching the living shit out of everything.
That'd be cool.
So that'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool.
And then they go some cool ways with it too. But I think I've mentioned Ninja a lot. I think I mentioned Monk a lot because I mean Monk would be a cool class to get into the game. We kind of already have one with the Daredevil from Thief. Liffy, you like to add anything for wrap this up?
Not really.
Not really. Alright. Well, this is Sky Wutai
And Dylan the villain.
and Luffy here. We'll be signing off for today.
Goodbye.
And everybody have a safe day. Try to stay in, wear your mask if you can. Just try to stay safe out there. The world's becoming a difficult place. And love it in. Goodbye.
Goodbye.